Welcome everybody, I'm Alexander Linz, head of content of WatchAdvisor.com, and I have the pleasure to welcome you today from the headquarters of Jaquet Droz. We are in Switzerland, we are in the Jura Mountains, in between the village Le Locle and the city of La Chaux-de-Fonds. And what I will present you right now is the chronograph called Grande Seconde Chronograph from Jaquet Droz, the typical Grande Seconde watch, with those two dials performing an 8 on, two sub-dials that are performing an 8 on the dial. And I can tell you already now, guys, this is one of my favorite watches of the year 2019, so have a look. These are the four new chronographs, the Grande Seconde Chronograph from Jaquet Droz. And already now I have seen the watch just some minutes ago the first time, because we are now discovering the Swatch Group novelties, and we are in the Jaquet Droz headquarters in between Le Locle and La Chaux-de-Fonds in the Swiss Jura. And already now, this was the thing I wanted to say, is that this chronograph becomes or is getting one of my favorite watches so far I have seen in 2019. It's really a very, very, very beautiful and really distinctive gentleman's chronograph. So there are four versions. Steel. You have three steel versions. I will start right away with the limited version to 88 pieces. Those who know Jaquet Droz know that they are always limiting their watches to 88 pieces, and it's indicated on the dial saying numerus clausus, and this watch is number 27 out of 88. And it's a gold case, of course, and it has a enamel dial, grand feu enamel dial. Grand feu means that the dial gets into the oven and out of the oven several times, then enamel powder is put on and it gets into the oven and out of the oven again. So it's really grand feu enamel dial, and this is the limited version to 88 pieces. The chronograph is activated by, it's a mono-pusher-chronograph, so time is indicated at the 12 o'clock position. Then we have a date indication, a retrograde jumping back date indication. I will show you this immediately, but let's first start the chronograph. So, oops, I need to press. You see, that's the chronograph. Running very, very nice. So there's no central second or running second. If you want to have a central or running second, you will have to activate the chronograph. And it will be necessary that you use it as your second. And then there is a 30-minute counter. Here underneath, a 30-minute counter. Everything belonging to the chronograph is kept in blue, so you can easily distinguish these things. And it's a jumping second, so you will not see the minute hand of the chronograph moving before the second hand has reached 60 seconds. And if you will watch now closely, in next 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and you saw it's the first minute, and we are continuing to measure whatever it is. It could be cooking spaghettis, making some tea. So it's really a gentleman's chronograph. You won't do any sports with it. You won't use it for any sports activities, of course not. It's a watch that you will enjoy for measuring things you like to do, probably, as I mentioned, cooking your favorite tea or some excellent spaghettis. And if it's a since it's a mono pusher, then we push again. We stop it, and next time I push, it will reset to 0. So this is the limited version from the back side. Very nice also because it has a domed glass on the back. It's domed. So when you look at the watch from the side, you will get a very, very three-dimensional impression of the movement. That is a Frédéric Piguet chronograph done together with Blancpain. Blancpain and Jaquet Droz are very closely working together when it comes to developments. Of course, that makes sense. They're both belonging to Swatch Group, and only the best and the most qualified watchmakers and technicians, they work together to bring those marbles to your wrist. And then we have these versions in steel. They are not limited. We have a sun-blasted silver dial, we have a sun-blasted blue dial, and a sun-blasted gray dial. And to differentiate this watch from the limited edition, you see the indications that normally form, as it is typical for Jaquet Droz N8, are out asymmetric, so they have been moved to the right, so it's not the same dial. As you can see, it still is an 8, but it makes the watch, at least as I have the impression, much younger and much more dynamic. This is, let's say, the more conservative look, the more traditional interpretation of the Grande Seconde Chronograph or Jaquet Droz. And this is, let's say, a little bit more a younger watch, a little bit more a sporty, elegant watch. I like it very much. Same functions as the dial moved to the right. Also, the crown had to move a little bit, of course, because it's the same movement, but it has been decentralized. So we will have the same functions here. You will start the chrono, you will stop the chrono, and you will reset the chrono. And there's one thing I try also to show you. We will take this version. I will pull out and I will continue. No, this was too far. I need to get in the first position of the crown. There we go. First position. There we go. So, and I will continue with the date. Yeah, there you see. We have a date indication here with a pretty long hand showing the date from 1 to the 31st, of course. And actually it is positioned at the 16th during a month. And due to the length of the hand, it is impossible that this hand could continue turning because it will hit the central second hand. So it is a retrograde or jumping back. It will jump back as it has reached the 31st. It will jump back to its first position, and I will show you this right now. We will continue. 17, 18, just go along here. 19, 20, 21, 2, and 3, and 4, and 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, the 30th, now it's the 31st, you see? And now, watch carefully, the hand will now jump back in the position of 1. There we go. So the hand, instead of going underneath here, impossible because the hand, it wouldn't pass, so it jumped back. It's called retrograde date indication. Very nice execution. This sand blasted dial, because the finishing of the surface of the dial is absorbing a lot of light, so the readability of these watches is very good. Yes, that's the blue one, my favorite. You know that I love blue, and this will be the one I would take. And I can tell you this is already now one of my absolute favorite watches of the year 2019. This Grande Seconde Chronograph from Jaquet Droz, it's really outstanding, it's beautiful. It's just an amazing, it's a gentleman's chronograph, you know. You don't expect it to be because you only have one pusher. They are not these start, stop, reset pushers. This would completely spoil and completely, wouldn't fit to this beautiful watch. And by making it a mono-pusher, start, stop, reset through the crown, you see here, you activate, you stop, and you reset the chronograph. Very, very nice watch. And for those who are not so much into blue, this is the one with the gray dial and with a very nice brown leather strap on it. Again, mono-pusher, of course, also this watch. If you don't believe it, I will start it. You see, the chronograph has started. And of course, the same feature as we had with the limited animal dial. Once the second hand of the chronograph has made one tour, reaches 60 seconds, only then the minute hand will jump from its 0 position to 1 minute. Very nice reset. Also, these versions have these domed, I have to turn it around. They have all a domed glass. The glass is domed. It's not flat, it's domed. So this gives you the possibility, when you look at the watch, that you get a really three-dimensional view of that very nice chronograph movement that is very nicely decorated and has a rotor that is completely open and you can see the entire movement. You see the rotor? Very nice. I'm thrilled. One of my favorite watches 2019. And the last thing I need to mention to you are the prices of the watches. I will give them to you in euros, including 19% VAT in Germany. So the limited chronograph, 88 pieces with the enamel dial, is 31,400 euros. 31,400. That's a limited edition. The free steel editions that are not limited, they are sold for 19,700 euros, including 19% VAT. So if you want to have, if you want to deduct those 19%, you will get a net price. So steel, silver dial, steel, blue dial, and steel gray dial, and the limited edition with a enamel dial. What's your impression? Are you sharing my point of view that this is really an amazing, beautiful chronograph? I think it is. If you have any comments to make, don't forget to use our comment section just here underneath and let me know what you think, of course. And if you like what we're doing, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and, of course, also to like our videos and to recommend our channel WatchAdvisor.com to others so they can discover the same things you have just been seeing. Thanks a lot for watching and bye-bye for now here from the headquarters of Jaquet Droz in Switzerland. Bye guys.